Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Can anybody explain to me why Father's Day isn't like Mother's Day, where it's the second Sunday of the month? Is there a pattern to it? I don't know. I am very blessed to have a father who is still living, going on, 80, almost going to be 87 in October. And that just baffles me. It blows my mind. My father was 25 years old when he had me. Feel free to do the math. I am blessed to have a father still alive, in spite of how much he drives me crazy. Because I understand the alternative. It's not having a father. My father's father was gone from the house by the time my father was 15, and to this day there's question as to how long he lived after he moved out, if he lived, and genealogy records are pretty sparse, but we don't think he lasted into the 1960s. Never met my father's father. He was an odd man, from what I understand. Was a spinner of yarns, was very elusive, very cryptic, and never told the truth. My mother lost his mother. I was a year and a half, 2 years old when my grandmother passed away. So my father's been without parents for a long time. Most of my life, almost 60 years without parents. And it's funny how the relationship has changed and evolved and gotten better and gotten worse and gotten better and gotten worse. But at this point in life, it's pointless to try to convince my father of anything anyway. You know that if you've got older parents. My father was a stubborn man before he was old. Recently, my father's got a special cell phone ring for me, and I heard the ring and I picked it up and, hey, what's up? Hey, everything's okay, which is always the best way to start a conversation. I figured out why I couldn't hear you on the phone. My father, who's now on his third or fourth or 12th set of hearing aids, because, finding the right ones I know is a tough thing, and God, I don't even want to think about getting there someday. He always has a hard time with a cell phone. Doesn't like cell phones, number one, and I get it. But he figured out why he couldn't hear me on the cell phone. There's this little button on the left-hand side. It's got two little bumps. The top bump makes the volume go up, and the bottom bump makes it go down. And I said, yes, Dad. I even wrote you the diagram that told you that. Every phone has a volume button. And he's just got the basic little, one step above a jitterbug phone. And it's funny. And my wife and I laughed because her father went through the same thing a few years ago with his cell phone. Every phone the old rotary dial phones had a big silver one on the bottom. Big clunky thing. The Princess phones had a little plastic tip on the left-hand side that took the volume up and down. When do you stop forgetting those kinds of details? When you don't care about that stuff anymore, really. Again, I am very blessed, and I don't even want to think about not having my father around. But at the same time, I worry about, again, I didn't have kids, so as I age, I wonder when those things are going to happen to me, if they do happen to me. I'm always talking about stuff on the internet to my parents who don't do the internet, don't have the internet, don't care about the internet. Although they will ask me sometimes to go out and look for stuff for them on the internet. That's the funny part. I don't know where this is all going. It's Father's Day, so I'm thinking of Dad, who I honestly haven't seen in person in a few years. It disrupts their life too much. My dad's in a groove. And what he does and what he can do, he can't walk around the grocery store as much anymore and can't drive as much as money wants anymore, but he likes his independence, and that's important to him. And when I come in, I just throw the whole thing off. Because guess what? Like father, like son. I like to control things too. And again, when I'm there, as much as I try to control him, he's still my dad, and I still acquiesce. It's what you do. It's what you should do. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, home to all the Road Warrior videos. We're back on Facebook. Well, no, we're always on Facebook. We're always on YouTube. We're back. I don't know. I was going somewhere with this, and now I'm not. See you next week. Another Road Warrior. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. You know the drill. I'm supposed to say it. See you next week. Bye.